We're here with Anthony Bourdain. Thank you very much for joining us for Times 10 Questions.
All good.
What do you think you'd be doing if you weren't doing one of these three careers that you've sort of set on?
Had I not become a dishwasher, I would have spiraled into petty crime, Loserville. I wouldn't have made it out of my 20s for sure. It was the first time that I had any reason to respect myself, and the first time that I really found myself among people whose opinion of me I wanted and respected. So the restaurant business, without question, saved my life.
Tony, why do you always pick on Rachel Ray?
Why do I pick on Rachel Ray? Well, she can take it. She's incredibly powerful, very successful, far more loved than I am. So, it's not like I'm hurting her. And on the other hand, she genuinely offends me. I compare her to the standard I hold her to, foolishly perhaps, is Julia Child, who wasn't a professional chef either. When you watched Julia Child, you would see her make coq au vin or some classic French dish, and you say, wow, that classic French food, that's not so difficult. If Julia, can do it, I could do it. I'm going to try that. And it made people aspire to more. I think when Rachel tells you that it's perfectly okay to buy a pre-chopped onion from the supermarket, I mean, how hard is it to chop an onion? The takeaway from Rachel Ray is, I could cook that. I feel better about myself now. I'm not going to cook that, but I will finish this bag of Cheetos and that gallon of jug of Diet Pepsi before dying of diabetes.
Are you naturally that arrogant, or do you just do it for the ratings?
I think like a lot of chefs, I'm actually often really very shy and withdrawn and uncomfortable, and I think that with the real world, and I think that's why a lot of chefs, a lot of people like me, similar personality types, end up in the restaurant business in the first place. Yes, I am arrogant, but I'm also regularly entertain the possibility, if not the likelihood, that I'm absolutely wrong about everything.
Readers wrote in about your health. They're concerned. They also wonder if smoking has affected your palate at all.
Oh, almost all the chefs I know smoke, and all the beloved, the heavies, they smoke, and they're just sensible enough to. They have reputations to protect. They try not to do it on camera. That said, I'm also a new father of an infant, of a 6-month-old girl. So after 38 years of heavy smoking, of waking up in the middle of the night to smoke, when it finally, came down to, I realized once the baby was born, I couldn't smoke in my own apartment. I couldn't smoke in my favorite bar. I couldn't smoke in my place of work or in restaurants. And in my travels, I found I couldn't even smoke in a pub in Belfast or in Sicily. So I quit 3 months ago.
You quit? This is... your readers do not know about this. Your fans are... some of them will be...
I don't want to encourage anyone to quit smoking. I mean, in my experience, it really does make you cool in school. Chicks love it. But I quit.
If you knew a meal was going to be your last, what would it be? P.S. You kick ass, you sexy punk rock chef, you.
I like roasted bone marrow for my last meal. A few lengths of veal leg bone, just roasted with some toasted baguette, a little sea salt, a little parsley and caper salad, and you smear all of that onto the toasted French bread, a little sea salt, and that's unctuous, delicious, and as is often the case when you ask chefs this question, you get a very simple thing, Failing that, I wouldn't mind going out with, one piece of really high-end tuna belly, otoro tuna sushi on some, perfect, still warm, crumbly rice with just a little bit of fresh wasabi, made by a master. Would have to be, no utility sushi would do. That would not be a bad option.